Hi everyone, welcome to my second slash third post. Why am I saying second slash third? Well, there's a funny story behind that. Basically, I recorded my post, and then at the end of it, I had a funny feeling that maybe I had already said everything in the first post. Um, so before posting my second post, I looked back on my first post and I realized I did. I had just repeated the exact same thing about my jobs and going through so many jobs and the tenure of each of them. Um, so yeah, I'm still a work in progress. My memory is still not perfect, but it's getting better because I did kind of had an inkling feeling that I've already said this. Am I gonna post the same post again? I'm gonna look a bit stupid. So I checked my first post and I'm really glad that I did because, as I said, I was pretty much saying the exact same thing. So now I'm making my second post, which is the second round of my second post, and I'm gonna talk about different things. um, so, what I wanted to talk about is having friends during when you're going through something tough. You need friends. But what's even more helpful is having friends who have gone through or are going through something similar to what you are, because they can relate so much more. And you can just kind of talk and share with no judgment and without having to explain in great detail. So, one group that I absolutely love, it's called Synapse Connections. So I'm not even sure where it came from, but like who started it. But I think I was introduced to it via my doctor's, one of the nurses at the hospital. It's basically a group of brain cancer patients of all different backgrounds, all different ages. So I've been to a few of their meetings. Everyone has different stories. Like there's people who have brain injuries from being in a car accident, some people that are born with it, some people who, like me, who have acquired it. It's called an acquired brain injury. But anyway, it's just so important to be around similar type of people especially when you're going through something so tough, because you can share stories, you can be each other's support. So from that group, I've actually made quite a few, a few friends that I'm still friends with now. Um, and I have friends outside of that group as well, but I feel like with the friends that I've made inside that group, I can just be all open. I don't have to, like most of the time when I go out with my friends, even with my family, I always think twice before I speak, because I don't want to repeat something I've already said because of my memory, because I've forgotten I've already said or asked it. Because I know that people get pissed off when I repeat things. They think that, I'm not paying attention or I'm being annoying or something. But it's really just a disability that I have. But anyway, I'm very self-conscious about it around my friends and family. But when I'm around the group of friends that I met from the Synapse Reconnections group, I'm fine. I can just talk, say whatever I want, repeat myself, talk about treatment, talk about the impact it has had on my life, my friends, my relationships. You're just very open with each other because you have the same experiences. So, yeah, it's very, very, very important. Um, and if you can't, if you can't find a group, it's also useful just to reach out to friends to see if they have friends that have gone through something similar. Because I think I did that as well. I made a post on Facebook or friends of friends that introduced me to their friends who have gone through something similar. And I remember catching up with them, and it's never a bad catch up with someone that's gone through something that you've gone through, because straight away you have that instant connection, something in common that you can talk about. Yeah, so I think it's really important to just be open and talk about things. In life in general as well. Like everyone says, you shouldn't bottle it up inside. You should talk about it. When you have a problem, you should always talk about it. Talking. That's why they have psychologists around. Talking can heal you. Bottling it up inside can do so much damage. And yeah, even if you're not going to talk to someone, even just journal. I mean, I think I mentioned that in my last post. I do that so much. I keep all of my journals every day about what's happened during the day, but also when something annoys me or when something's upset me and I don't have anyone to talk about it to, I just write about it. It's like, yeah, it's self-talk, which is healthy. It's healthy to talk about things. So yeah, I guess that's what I wanted to share today. I wanted to share the Synapse group and the importance of talking to people, and it's even better if you can find similar people or like-minded people to talk to, because you have an instant connection. There's your rapport right there. You don't even have to explain anything. You both know how hard it is to have whatever issue that you have. And for me, it would be memory and losing friends and people treating you differently, treating you like you're an alien, or you have a brain problem. Actually, on that point, I remember like quite a few people actually have said this to me. Can't remember who they are. They're not worth remembering. But basically, when I've said, I had a brain tumor, they'll be like, "You don't look like you had a brain tumor." And it's like, that's such a rude thing to say. My response is, what is it supposed to look like? Am I supposed to have something protruding out of my head? I don't know, that brings on a whole nother topic, like, people with disabilities that are visible versus not visible, and the way that those two different groups get treated, which is what's fair, what's not fair. It's a whole nother topic. But yeah, I guess all I wanted to say is that it's important to have a group of people around you who know what you're going through because they've been through it as well. Yeah, well, tomorrow I'll find something else to talk about. Thanks for listening.